Official Wandering Weekends campground review for Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park near Bremen, Georgia. Welcome back, friends. So glad you are here. This is Corey from Wandering Weekends with another campground review for you guys. Today we have Jellystone, Yogi Bear's Jellystone actually, in Bremen, Georgia. And if it's your first time with us, I always take the first minute and explain how we do things. We actually break our campground reviews down into categories, and those categories are accessibility, scenery, cost, comforts, atmosphere, and kid-friendly. We rank those categories 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Let's get started with Yogi Bear's Jellystone near Bremen, Georgia. You got to get there first, and that's why we start with accessibility. Jellystone scores very well here. It's only like 2 miles off of I-20 in western Georgia. Easy to get there, no crazy turns. Once you get in there, you got plenty of room to move about, and we even had someone escort us to our site, which was really nice. Accessibility scored a 10. Next up is scenery, and the sites are kind of tight here at Jellystone. You'll notice that as we walk through the park, but so that hurts the scenery score a little bit. There's no mountains, no water views, nothing like that. You do get to watch kids play if you get a site that's facing the playground, but otherwise, the fact that they maintained the park, they did a good job maintaining the park. That helps the scenery score. Scenery scored a 5. Third category is cost, and understand the cost score. The cost is just a number. So we just take what it costs and score that. It has nothing to do with the value. So the cost here doesn't do very well. $75 a night is what we paid. The value is very good. That's subjective, but I think you get a lot for what you pay for. But $75 a night scores it a 2 for cost. Fourth category is comforts, and this scores things such as nearby dining, nearby shopping, just if you ever needed anything outside of the park or even inside the park, how easy is that to get to? And Jellystone scores very well here. The ranger station, they call that the ranger station, is very well outfitted and, to be quite frank, reasonably priced. We got there kind of late on a Friday, didn't feel like cooking, didn't feel like going out. They actually have pizza there, and it was $10 a pizza, and it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. So that helps the comfort score. There's also a Walmart within a couple of miles, several fast food restaurants, basically anything you'd probably ever need. The only reason it didn't score a perfect 10 here, there's no RV specific, like a repair shop or a camping world where you could get RV specific parts. Otherwise, it does very well. It scores a 9. Second to last category is atmosphere, and this is just how was it there? Was it good? Was it bad? It was very good. Actually, it surprised me how good it was. I was nervous that it was going to be overcrowded, and with COVID, that always makes you a little bit nervous. Yeah, the sites were tight, but we never felt overcrowded. We never felt like there was too many kids on the playground or too many kids in the splash pad or too many kids at the zip line. You could always maintain 6 feet. Yeah, I was very surprised. No loud parties. We didn't have kids running around till midnight. Everyone behaved themselves. It was actually very nice. Atmosphere scored a 9. Last but certainly not least, our favorite category, and this one is easy. I put on our Instagram that if you were to give a kid a crayon and a piece of paper and tell them to design an RV park, this is probably what they would come up with. This is easily the best kid RV park we've ever been to. Everything seemed safe. Everything was... I was really nervous there was going to be just so many kids in the pool or so many kids in the splash pad that we weren't even going to be able to do anything. There were a lot of times where our kids were the only kids in the splash pad. I was very pleasantly surprised with that. They have tons of activities. You'll see that in the B-roll. They had a ton of activities this weekend. It was Labor Day weekend, so they may have more activities than normal, but all the activities were fun. They were on time. They have the little train they ran around. The kids just really, really loved it. And this is not a place for adults, unless you just really, really love Yogi Bear. But for kids, it's hard to beat this place. It scores an easy 10. On to the bonus round, and 2 bonus points for Jellystone. 1 bonus point, they just went above and beyond with the activities. And you find activities at some of these parks, but they just really did a great job with it, and they deserve a bonus point for that. And then they also deserve probably more than one bonus point, but we're only going to give them one. They just did a great job of maintaining, cleaning. I noticed Olivia, who is one of the general managers, she was constantly wiping stuff down. The grass was cut. Everything was just, these parks take a beating, especially this year with COVID and everyone camping. And you can tell they were really making a sincere effort to keep up and keep the place nice and tidy. All right, on to the a couple of good sights slide. And we actually really liked our site. We had a great view of the playground, which was important. It means we could stay at the site and still watch the kids. And it was paved. It's what they call a premium site. So a couple of good sites. Our site was 101, 102, and 103. I think if you've got kids and you want to be able to stay at your site and watch them at the playground or the jump pillow, those are going to be the sites you want. All right, add it all up, and Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park in Bremen, Georgia scores a very respectable, very good 47. As you can see, the weak point here is the cost. And like I said before, the cost score is just the dollar amount. That's all that is. I think the value is very, very good. We'll absolutely go here again. The kids they did not want to leave. They don't ever want to leave, but especially with this place, they just had a great time. They were going and going and going from early in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. And that's hard to do with an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. They really enjoyed this place. We'll definitely be back. Guys, just want to take a moment and thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing our videos. You guys compliment us all the time, and we cannot thank you enough for what you guys do for the channel. It is sincerely appreciated. If this was helpful for you and you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. See ya.